Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see how we can create prompt page. So we are on the landing page of IBM Cognos. We'll go to the menu, select new and select report. We'll select one column template, select OK, select the source from the left hand side. We'll go to samples by industry. You can choose any other source if you want, data, and then we'll select the coffee sales and marketing data source. In this case, our data source is selected now. First, we'll create a simple list report. I'm taking the list report. I just wanted to make sure like everyone understand this list report, and list report is very simple. That's the reason like in all the examples I take the list report so that everyone will be able to understand it. So I'll take the list report and I'll put the columns in this list: product group, product category, product type, product unit of measure, wholesale price. So I've put, you can say, 5 columns in my list report, and I want to get a selection. Maybe for example, now if you're running a report, the report will run. I'll get the output, maybe five columns or 6 columns, whatever the output is. I'll get the output directly. Imagine if I have a huge data source where I can say billion or trillion of data actually. So in that case, if you are running a report directly without any conditions, without any filters, it will take time. And the time, if you are trying to restrict anything, for example, I'm trying to apply a filter on this whole bean as a product group in this case. So what will happen is in this case, like you will have always you will apply this filter all the time. Any user running this report will get the report without this product groups which is added in the report. So the thing is like if you want to make this thing dynamic, so when the user is running the report, he should get an option like what product group you want to select. And once the user is selecting beverages or whole bean, based on the selection, the report is generated. That is what we are going to create now. So we'll go back to our report design, and from the Explorer at the top, we'll go to reports, click on this report, go to prompt pages folder on the Explorer, click on this prompt page. This is our prompt page design. From the left hand side tools, drag a page into this middle area, that is design area. And this is our prompt page which is added to the report. Now we'll double click and open this prompt page. And this is our prompt page main design page. Basically, we can add as per our, I can say, as per our project requirement, we can try to add like a heading like product analysis in this case. Select OK, and formatting can be done as per the need. You can say from the on-demand toolbar, you can go to this and just choose any kind of as per best practices. It should not be so like it should be professional. That's the thing. And it can be as per the product. You can say it can be as per the company standards. So this is my prompt page. Now I want to add some values over here. So the best way to add the prompt pages is to add a table first and then add the different type of, you can say, prompts into this table itself. Why we are using this table? Because we can organize different prompts. For example, if your report is having 10 prompts, 15 prompts, 20 prompts, whatever the number is, it will be very easy to organize for you. So I will select a table from here, and for now I'll just try to choose 2 columns and 2 rows, and I'll just uncheck this maximize width so that my table will contain the space of the items present inside it. So I have this 2 rows 2 column cell added to my prompt page. Now the first cell plus sign, I'll click on this plus sign and I'll add a text item that select, sorry, select product group. I've added a text item. In the second cell, I have to add the value prompt or the kind of filter you want to add it. So from the left hand side tools option, as we can see that we have in the toolbox option, and we'll go to the prompting folder. And in this prompting folder, we have different type of prompts. We'll see in the coming session one by one. We have text box prompt, value prompt, search and select prompt, date and time prompt, interval prompt, generated prompt, button prompt. All these prompts are used in different scenarios. Most widely, value prompt is used in almost all the scenarios, and date prompt and text prompt sometimes. So we'll drag this value prompt to this cell, second cell, and drop it. It will ask us to create a new parameter. It will try to load the parameter. It will check like if the report is already having a parameter or not. So this is my page where I'm going to set the parameter. So it is the option. The first option will have to create a new parameter. The second one is use an existing parameter. If you select this option, it will try to show you if you have any parameter present in this report which was earlier created, you will be able to use that parameter over here. And the third one is use global parameter. So it's something like parameter is created which can be used in any report. So in those cases, this global parameter is used. In our case, we'll create a new parameter with the name as p underscore product underscore group. Now you see like create a new parameter. If you are creating any kind of parameter, the naming convention should always start with p underscore product group. So we'll select next. Now this is the page where you are going to create the filter. Actual filter is created over here. So it will have like what is the package item you want to select for this filter, and there is three dot. We'll select on this three dot and go to the source, and I'll go to my table. I'll select the product group on which I want to create the filter. Product group is the item on which I'm going to create the filter for this prompt. I'll select this product group. I'll select OK, and the operator I'm selecting is equals to, that means every time it is going to match this product group with this parameter. Here we have an option to make the filter optional. So we will we want this filter as a mandatory filter, so we'll uncheck it. We'll select next. Now it is asking us to create a query. So this prompt page, in this prompt page, the value prompt which we are adding will be connected to a query in the backend. So let us create this query name as query underscore prompt underscore product group. So in this case, we'll understand that this query is for prompt, that is for product group. And the values to display can say if you want to have different values to display and different values to use, we can try to use a separate one, or else we can leave as it is blank in this case. Then there is cascading of source. Cascading of source is something like which we'll see in detail in the coming session, and we'll finish it. So that means my prompt is added. I'll run this report. Now you see, before running the report, it is giving us the prompt page. And in this prompt page, it is asking us select product group. And it is a mandatory, that's why we have a star mark over here. And once we select the type of product group you want to select, like I want to select food. I'll select food and I'll make it finish. So once I finish this, the report page is generated, and this page will only contain the product group which is selected in the prompt page. So that is how we can add multiple prompts values in our prompt page, and that is how a prompt page is added to a report. That's all for this video. Thank you, everyone.